Hello lovely people, welcome to another video. Welcome to a Topstone 105 aluminium headset bearing replace. All right, welcome. Let's get into this. Let's get into it now. Let's not waste any time. I'm babbling. All right, let's get into this. Welcome. Going on. So I've got the Cannondale on the stand yet again, and this time I've had to go and get some bearings. So I am going to be doing a quick Cannondale Topstone bearing replacement. I would have done a service, but I know the bottom bearing's gone. So, and the annoying thing is when you buy a headset bearing, you have to go and buy all this rubbish. I've already got a spare one of these headsets, and then you've got a nice big spacer, and then you've got two bearings. So you will have in one packet, get close and personal, hope you're all well by the way. So you will have the bottom and the top bearing. Not sure if there's a split pin in there. There's a couple of covers, but I don't need to change all that. So it's annoying. It's annoying. I'm gonna have a rant first, right? Rant. I may have to look, because it's always the bottom bearing that goes, the bottom, just by the bottom of the fork, because obviously that's where all the elements go. That's where all the water and the dirt go. So, and I know that one's gone. So I'm gonna change both bearings, because otherwise I know I've got one in the shed, the top one. So I may as well just change both bearings, and I may have to be clever and look for this bottom bearing and for a spare. All right, so very quick, it's going to be very easy. There's some hints and tips. How about you join me? So what you're going to need, so you're going to need a torque wrench for the 4mm. That's for putting the stem bolts back on. But you're going to need a 6mm for the top, which is already undone for some reason, and you're going to then need 4mm for the sides. Okay, so just undo these, both sides. Oh, no, that was the right way. Obviously dyslexic. So just undo those, just so then they're nice and loose. Take this right out. Like so. Then what you want to do is literally just carefully take that off. Then just a little tip, when you're taking this out, sometimes you have many different spacers. So sometimes you've got a few spacers along here. So it's either up to you to either, I would take a photo of what you've got, or make sure you take them all off together, and when you put them down, make sure you put them down together, and slowly just let your fork drop like so. All right, and then what we're going to do is, remember, we're taking these out. If we are replacing, what you can do is, if you wanted to, is clean these bearings up and double check that they're okay. But I know the bottom ones are gone, so I am just going to do a complete replace. What you want to do is clean everything up, because you're going to put some new grease in. So clean the forks, clean the top, because as I said, you're just going to put some new grease in there. So, and you're going to do exactly the same with the bottom. I use this, which is a marine grade grease. Alright, so it is a bit thick and slimy. But what I'm just going to do, put a nice layer in here, and again I'm going to put a bit more of a layer underneath. Might put just a little bit more around here. And then with the top bearing, I am going to just around the top, and the reason for that is just to help seal the sealed bearings, and a bit in the inside, a little bit around it there. Just going to drop that in like so, and then again just around the top, just to give that a nice little seal. And put the split in there, so that's obviously then you're going to want to put a fresh bit just around the bottom of the fork. Drop that down. And then the same again with the bottom bearing. So you're going to want to coat this one. And the reason for that is as I said, this is the one that gets hit. This gets hit hardest. So I would always just coat this. Coat the seals. Give it a nice coating. And then just place it in up there, and it should just stick underneath. You just give your hands a wipe. Put the fork in there, drop that out. That theoretically should hold. Give it a little bit of a wipe, and then you're going to want to use some carbon fibre gripper paste, which just alright. Tighten that up. I'll do a little bit of an over tight. This is where you'll need the torque wrench just a smidgen over number 4, so it's 4 to 5. And then what you're going to have to do is just tighten, just get them tight until you find a bite. There you go, because you're not going to over tighten, you're going to try and tighten up the bolts together, so as soon as you feel it bite, so then you're going to go quarter turn and swap, quarter turn and swap, quarter turn, and as you go you'll feel that they will be getting tighter. And this is so you're just evenly tightening up. There you go. Let's double check this side. Yeah. There you go. Double check, there you go. Hopefully you got all that. My GoPro 9 overheated because of the sun, and yeah, hopefully you got all that. So as you can see now, I will just wipe around just with some excess grease, put the wheels back on, stick the chain on, and the bike will be ready for another winter. He said once you buy the bike, it's all done. The expense is done. It's a cheap sport once you buy the bike. Bloody expensive. I've had nothing but issues with bearings. The Amunda's fallen apart, so I've had to come to the Cannondale, and what happens? It's falling apart as well, so I've had to do the bottom bracket and I've had to do the head bearings. Painful. Anyway people, as you can see, it's an easy job, alright? You can do it yourself as long as you get the right tools. This is a lifeline, as you can see that, I think it's 35 quid, probably 29.99 from Wiggle. But once you've got it, you've got it, and I've had this for years. So yeah, cool. Any questions down below? Alright, you can do this yourself. Subscribe if you want to, for more content, for more blah content, and also, yeah, lots of love. See you on the road very soon.